Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube. It's your girl Honey. Today we are doing Venus in Pisces. It is the Venus series. It is here, and I'm giving you guys some Diana Ross today. Diana Ross. She's an Aries as well, by the way. But yes, I'm doing Venus in Pisces today. It is my Venus sign, so I thought I'd start with Venus in Pisces. The Venus series has arrived. I'm so happy about starting this series. I got really good feedback from my Moon series, so hopefully I should get the same, if not better, from my Venus series, okay? And these are my earrings, which I love. They're from my website, lavenasroom.com. Check that shit out. We do worldwide shipping, honey. Yes, I'm feeling myself today. So, what can I tell you about Venus in Pisces, people? Venus is ruled by Taurus. Libra is the co-ruler, and it's all about beauty, romance, you know, what kind of partners that you attract, or what kind of partners that you should really be attracted to. Pisces is the 12th house ruler of the natal chart. Its ruler is Neptune. Neptune is all about the illusions, you know, and this is why it's so funny having my Venus in Pisces, because, you know, before I became more, you know, aware of my feelings, you know, I was very into dating a lot of people and thinking like everyone is the one for me. This is what Venus and Pisces people do, and unfortunately, depending on what aspects you have, people can look at us like, wow, you have a lot of guys, or you've got a lot of girls around you, you know, you're always meeting different people. But I will touch base on that a little bit later. Alright, but I also want to just touch base on what Venus is like through the houses as well. Not all of the houses, just a few, because that is for a whole nother video, for a whole another time. So we'll just get into it now. But anyway, Venus in Pisces, these people, oh my god, Venus is exalted here. And I'm not being biased, I'm being very real, okay? Venus is exalted here. It's the best place to have your Venus. We are all about love, you know, the fantasy, the romance. It's very, having our Venus in Pisces, it's what softens us if you've got any harsh sun signs or moons, you know. For example, to have Venus in Pisces, you must be a Capricorn sun, Aquarius sun, Pisces sun, Aries sun, and a Taurus sun. So there needs to be more Venus and Pisces in this world. It's just not enough, because we are known to be exceptional lovers, because we sacrifice ourselves, you know. In relationships, we are selfless. And I don't know if you guys can agree with me, but I do know Venus and Pisces people to constantly be meeting different people, and they tend to always feel like, oh my god, he's the one, I'm gonna marry him, and blah blah blah. The reason why we feel this way, and we just get stuck in the head of like romance, and we're in this crazy illusion that these people are right for us. You know, when you are a Pisces anyway, Pisces sun, Pisces moon, whatever, right, strong Pisces energy, you're going to be someone who is stuck in a situation with someone who you care so much about, but they're never good for you, but you just want to help them through it. Like, Venus and Pisces people tend to love whoever you are. Like, we will accept you as you are. We just want to love you. Like, I dated someone a year ago who had mental health issues, and I really liked him a lot, and he was a mess. He had a Pisces moon, and I had no idea he had mental health issues until we started dating and going through, you know, all types of fuckery. And he told me that he had mental health issues, and I decided that I wanted to stay with him because I really liked him a lot. And that's very Venus and Pisces, because you will accept anybody as they are, which is what makes us good lovers, because we are very, very selfless. Now, when you are someone, and I'm an Aries sun, by the way, but when you are someone who might have a lot of Capricorn or Aquarius energy, you know, you guys are ruled by Saturn and Uranus for Aquarius. But you know, things can happen and take a bit of time for you. But the good thing is about Venus and Pisces is when you have it, you tend to find your lovers you tend to find your soulmates or twin flames quicker than someone who might have Venus in Capricorn, for example. And it's because it softens you and you give people chances and opportunities to love you a lot more. So that's the wonderful thing about having a Venus in Pisces if you are an Aquarius or if you are a Capricorn sun. Now, when you are a Taurus sun that's got Venus in Pisces, Taurus energy is known to be very, very loyal. So to have your sun in Venus and to have your Venus in Pisces, that will make you an exceptional, sensual, romantic lover. Venus, having an Aries sun like me, having a Venus in Pisces, it just makes you fall for people 10 times quicker. Because as an Aries sun, you know, you meet people and people are attracted to you through being very fiery anyway. But Aries people rush into things regardless. Like, you know, we can get mad quickly, we can get sad quickly. You know, we're very up and down with our emotions. But then when you put the Pisces into the Venus into the mix, it just makes us fall for everybody very quickly, and we just end up getting lost in the sauce, literally. When it comes to our relationship desires, you know, because Pisces is home to the 12th house, which is all about your spirituality, you know, outer realm experiences, your mental state, how we love, it needs to be an outer realm experience. You know, 12th house is also connected to your past life. So when it comes to us, we feel fulfilled in relationships that give us this unspoken connection, like a 12th house vibe. Like, I want to look at my partner, and this has only happened to me twice. I've actually been in love once, and I think I've loved 2 people before, I think, a little bit. But out of 3 of those people, I've only seen... this is how I always know that I love someone, right? If I look at this man and I'm watching him and he's just doing nothing, he could just be standing there just talking, and I'm just in my own world, my sun's in my 12th house and my Mercury, so I'm just thinking in my own world constantly, right? Anyway, I'm looking at him and I can see my son, I can see our future child. We are all about fantasizing and illusions, and that is how I know that I love someone. If I can see that I'm going to have a child with this person, even if I don't, it's just the illusion. And I'm looking at him, and my child is usually like 7 or 8 years old, right? And I can see the features mixed with my features and his features, and how my son's head shape's going to be, his body, everything. I can see it. And that's usually how I know that I love someone, if I can see our child standing next to you. That's not even, you know, that doesn't even exist, but it's the fantasy of it all. And we need a love that makes me feel like we've been here before. You know, I want to feel the fact that you're hurting about something, you're upset, and I've not even spoken to you today, but I feel it. Let me call you and see if you're okay. You know, that's the kind of intense Venus in Pisces really is. Like, it's that deep to us. So we need to be with someone or have the type of relationship that makes us feel like we have been here with you before. Very, very spiritual, very deep, intense type of love. And this would also represent someone who has their Venus in the 12th house as well, you know. In a sense, anyway. They're more 12th house Venus people. It's more hard expressing their feelings. It's more like it's been suppressed. 12th house is quite suppressed anyway. Everything's suppressed in there. But you know, when it comes to us, we need that spiritual, that deep connection, that just feeling like, God, no matter what. This is why a lot of Venus and Pisces people, when I think of Neptunian relationships, I tend to think of 2 drug addicts, you know, 2 homeless people, just living their life together. We're in this together, regardless of, you know, your illnesses, your problems. We are in this together. That is very, very Neptunian. It's about me and it's about you, and we have this connection, and no one else understands it. You know, people will not understand how we love, and it's very. And the thing is, it doesn't matter to us, because when it's me and my partner, when it's just us two, that's all that matters. Like, that is it. I could literally move across the world if I was in a Neptunian relationship, because all that matters to me is just me and my man. That is it. As much as I would love to have children and stuff, even if I had kids with him, it would be me, my kids, and that's all I need. That's what Neptunian relationships do to you. It takes you from the real world and puts you in a different realm. That's how we love. It's a different realm type of love. You know, we are capable of dropping everything for the romance and fucking off out of here and never seeing no one again, because we're just too in love. We don't care about anything but our heart is crazy. When it comes to the people that we date or choose, we go for, like, I'm an Aries, so naturally I am kind of attracted to men who are confident. But when I'm working through my Venus in Pisces, I can go for that quiet, confident guy in the corner, but he dresses like, you know, he's a dancer, he's creative, or he's got tattoos everywhere, he's got piercings, and he's just smiling, but he's got a beautiful smile. And I'll just go over with my Aries self and say, hi, you look nice. You know, I'll just go over. And what's weird is, like, because I'm in a place in my life now where I'm not trying to invest anything heavy into anybody, I am happy sliding into someone's DMs now, and I do that now. I wasn't doing it before, but I do it now. And yeah, I met this guy who's actually a Scorpio guy. His Mars is in Scorpio, so typical. Like, no wonder I went into his DMs. He's very attractive. But yeah, even the way he dresses, he dresses very Pisces, like, just very Chris Brownish. I can't describe it. Just, you know, the really long t-shirts and the nose piercings, you know, it's very much what we like. So when you have your Venus in Pisces, the kind of person that you would be, you would be attracted to would be a Pisces type of individual, alright? So Venus and Pisces tend to be attracted to, let's say it's a woman, or let's say we're women, right? So my kind of guy would be someone who dresses like he doesn't give a fuck. However, you know, like, very creative style. Not like, how can I describe, you know, like Chris Brown. Chris Brown dresses in, you know, colourful clothing. You know, he wears the flip-up caps. He's got his nose pierced, so do I, 3 times. Like, that's my look. I love piercings on the nose. I'm not really into the eyebrow piercings though. Not that, no, that's not for me. But I'm into tattoos. I love tattoos, and Pisces energy is very, very creative. So you're going to be attracted to men who create a lot, you know, men who are artistic, men who use their body as a canvas, you know, romantic men. And the funny thing is, I'm not really into Pisces, Ben. My dad's a Pisces, and he's got a grand trine in water. All he is creative, right? But I'm not into Pisces energy. But now looking at my chart, I think I should try to date a Pisces sun man, possibly with his Mars in Aries and also his Mercury in Aries. He's going to also need to have a lot of earth, because I need that shmoney, okay? So he needs to have his chart to be heavily infested with earth. And I would like Jupiter in the 6th house, yes, or even in the 2nd, more the 6th though, 6th house, I think. But yeah, that's what I would like if I was to date a Pisces male. But that's what we are attracted to. This is the best way to describe Venus and Pisces love, right? I don't know if you guys are into this, but obviously, like, I shouldn't even be saying this, but whatever. You know that feeling that you get when you take your, you know, your 2 puffs of some dro or some kush, whatever you guys call it. Those 2 puffs, and you just feel like, oh, that high feeling. That is the Venus in Pisces feeling that we get when we are in awe with someone. Like, we love people and we're very generous in our relationships, you know. These people will definitely cook you a meal, you know, they'll make you feel very comfortable in their home. It's just a lovely place to have your Venus. The sad thing is, because we're so giving, you know, we can be taken advantage of, because people don't realize how much of a trophy that we actually are, you know. And Venus and Pisces people tend to get hurt more than anybody because they're just constantly giving. And I've got a Capricorn moon, I'm a Capricorn stellium, so I'm learning to think more with my Capricorn energy now, more than I did before with my Venus in Pisces, because we are in a time where people are not dating or dating properly, valuing people. So why should I be this wonderful Venus in Pisces person when I'm not valued for that? I'm going to be a bitch. I'm going to be Capricorn moon stellium, and I'm going to treat you how you would treat me, okay? Now, what happens when you have Jupiter trine your Venus, which is what I have? Jupiter trine Venus is a wonderful placement. It can give you a sense of overindulging, you know. So I can be overweight at times. I am right now, but I'm working on it, okay? It can give you massive amounts of popularity. Now, the crazy thing is, right now, Neptune is bang on Venus, on our Pisces, sorry. Bang in Pisces is actually degree for degree on my Pisces. My Venus is at 11 degrees. And Neptune right now is at 11 degrees. And it's on my Pisces. So what happens when that plays into factor? A lot of us right now are going to have major issues with finding love. I'm now 27. I might have to wait until I'm 40 before I find, you know, that real intense love that I desire, you know, which I've made peace with. It doesn't mean that I'm going to be single forever, but that kind of intense love that I need is going to be a challenge for me. So I'm focusing on more on what Neptune is here to do, which is to make you be more creative at this point in time. So I'm creating a lot more. What Neptune also does to our Venus is it's attracting a lot of people that are liars into our lives, and a lot of people that are here to be deceitful and to take from us more than give. And that's the reason why I can't take anyone seriously right now. You know, I'm in this for myself. I've got Jupiter in my 6th house, so I'm only here for business, okay, honey? You know, it's just a very hard time. And usually a lot of people that are in relationships who have Venus in Pisces, your partner could possibly be hiding something from you, you know, but what can I say? That's just how things are with Venus in Pisces at the moment. You know, Venus and Pisces can have multiple relationships, but they always like one person, and they will cut off everybody else for that one person because they are so like in awe with them, you know. Now, Neptune went into Pisces, I believe it was 2012, February 3rd. And I came out of my long-term relationship January 31st, 2012. And I say this all the time, but I feel the shift of something happening approximately 2 months before it actually happens. And I remember feeling the shift in end of November, December time, when my relationship became ridiculously rocky, and it could not be saved at all. So after that time, I've literally had multiple relationships that haven't worked well for me. And you know, having, like I was saying about the Venus trine your Jupiter, you tend to overindulge. So overindulgence can definitely mean having multiple partners. You know, Venus and Pisces people can have multiple partners, but where some people get this messed up is that when you are a Venus and Pisces, you know, people are like, oh, well, you know, you have too much sex, or, you know, are you behaved? No, this is the thing. We need to understand, yeah, that you might have a high sex drive depending on what is even in your 8th house as well. You know, you might have Venus trine your Jupiter, which just means you want to have lots of sex. You know, you want to be touched and feel that romance through sex, and that's how you connect with your partners as well. Now, I've got my Uranus in my 8th house as well. My moon is there, my Neptune is there. When it comes to my sex life, I want to draw this energy out of someone, like through sex. I want to feel something. I want to feel like it's just me and you on this earth right now. So when we're having sex, it needs to be very, very intimate, very, very intense for me to get something out of it. And in some cases, Venus and Pisces people can, you know, overdo it, you know. But a lot of people mistake us for, you know, being promiscuous, because you've got to understand that all we want is to draw that romance out of people, and we want to have that intense sex, and we want to be held and caressed and touched and shit. And you know, we tend to connect with our partners through sex, and a lot of us do make that mistake by sleeping with someone and expecting more after sex as well. That's very Venus and Pisces. And unfortunately we don't always get what we want after sex. So you know, sometimes it's best to kind of hold back and find that romance else, like in a different type of way. But you know, we can just do this reoccurring thing where, okay, I'm with this guy for this month, or for 3 months, next month is another guy. You know, we are notorious for having partners every couple of months, just like not even on rotation. I rotate now because I don't give a fuck about anybody's feelings anymore. Well, I do care, obviously. Like, I've got Venus trying my Jupiter and Pisces, yeah. But my point is, I'm not in it for love at this point in time, right? But what I'm trying to say is that a lot of time we can be in all with one guy, and then twos, we want to change it up to another guy because we haven't got what we wanted out of the first guy. So, you know, we can definitely just keep on changing, but whenever we change, it's, oh my god, I love him, oh my god, no, I don't like him no more, next one, oh my god, I love him now. We can do things like that. That's very typical for Venus and Pisces. Now, when your Venus is in Pisces and you might be an Aquarius sun person, you know, these people, I would, but when you have Venus and Pisces, your love is deep. You know, we love very, very deeply, and all we want to do is please our partners. That is all we want to do. So, you know, that's the thing which I notice, which is very different to an Aries sun person, or an Aries sun person with a Aquarius sun person who both have their Venus and Pisces. We are definitely very different in how we love, because Aries goes straight in, Aquarius just kicks back for a little bit, you know, and but the whole purpose is to serve your partner. That's why we make exceptional partners, because we are very, very giving. Like, we will give our arm if you needed it. Seriously, like, I would give, if I was in love with someone, you know, and he needed a kidney, I'd give my kidney. I wouldn't even think about it. That's what we do. Now, when it comes to our style in sex and how we are in the bedroom, we need to look at our Mars placements, right? Now, I have my Mars in Aquarius, so I like to do different things, like unusual things in the bedroom, you know, whereas someone who might have Mars and Aries, you know, and I'm an Aries sun, so this still kind of falls with me as well. Those people would like aggressive sex with very passionate, you know, very passionate sex. So our sex style, though, how we are in the bedroom, is we need someone who's going to be very, very romantic with us, but has that, you know, aggressive streak if their Mars is in Aries. So, my Venus is in the 11th house, and also my Jupiter trines my Venus. It makes me very, very popular, you know. And unfortunately, my Neptune is on my Venus right now, so I'm struggling with popularity, you know, with friends that I can benefit from, because when my Venus is in that house, I benefit from everyone around me. You know, when before Neptune went into Pisces, I had multiple male friends. You know, I was comfortable not being in a relationship because, you know, I was getting what I wanted from every man around me. You know, when your Venus is in the 11th house, you just have a large network of friends, you know, in my case, male friends, and I didn't have to ask for a fucking thing, you know, to get done. You know, I used to do club promotions back in the day, and I remember people would reach out to me, let me help you promote it, let me do this for you, let me put your wallpaper up, you know, shit like that. And that's what I miss so much about Neptune not being on my Pisces or in my 11th house, because it definitely slows down the whole process of being very popular and being attracted to everybody. You know, everyone was like interested in getting to know me. Having my Venus in that house, it can definitely make me more prone to being in polygamous types of relationships as well, because the 11th house is ruled by Aquarius, which is weird, different, unknown, and the 11th house is your networks, it's your social life as well, groups of friends. So it's very easy for me to have, you know, 5 guys on the scene, and one of them's offering me this, the other one's offering me that, blah blah blah. You know, I can have that and be content, you know. And that's my Venus being in the 11th house. When your Venus is in the first house, it makes you very attractive to everybody. Everyone wants to get to know you. You know, you're very popular, and that can still be the same as the Venus trine Jupiter. My Jupiter is also in the first house as well, so it makes people. I want to do a Jupiter through the houses, actually. Oh my god, Jupiter through the houses would be an amazing series. Oh yes. Jupiter in my first house also makes me stand out a little bit, like, who's that? But I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. I always used to get in trouble at work, even though I was doing exactly the same as everyone else. You just stand out a little bit, obviously with the Venus there as well, in my 11th trining, whatever. It, like, there's just so much to look out for on a flipping chart. It's just crazy. But yeah, Venus in the 11th house Venus in the first house would represent someone who's very popular, very good looking, beautiful, attractive, you know. Venus in the 10th house, having your Venus in the 10th house would represent someone who easily falls in love at work, you know, someone who goes to work and they really love their job, you know, they really love being there, and they tend to meet their partners at work as well, whether it be someone who works there or a customer who comes in, but they would use that place to find love. Having Venus in Pisces, it is a wonderful place to have it, but it definitely makes me feel like it's my weakness. I'm an Aries sun, you know, I'm a Capricorn moon, I have my Mars in Aquarius, North Node. It's just really frustrating that I can have this cold side to me when I'm ready, and I can be very much in charge of what I do, my surroundings. However, it's my Venus in Pisces, my Jupiter trine my Venus, that makes me this very soft, innocent, very, very good lover, and that's what gets on my nerves, because people want to take advantage of you. So that is my Venus and Pisces video. I hope you guys have thoroughly enjoyed it, and I will see you on the next one, which might be tomorrow. And have a wonderful day, people. And please, those of you who are dating us, be nice to us. Don't fuck around with us, because it will hurt us for a long time. Okay. Yes, but I'm loving this big hair. This is like Diana Ross. So Yes, take care, people.